So that was Joe Davis and hints of Ivy Davis. And kind of what you would expect in Downpour. Oh, and you could strangle the monster. And what all it would do is that it would revert back into this world and it would show Susan choking Mitzi. And Mitzi's all like, "What the hell are you doing? Stop it!" Let's see. What have we done yet? Alright. Let's go to the top floor and be the next top nanny. Let's listen first. A baby, clearly.
Coming!
Right, step back. I'll handle this.
Alright.
Oh, hello?
Hi. I've heard you're looking for a babysitter. Is that correct?
Well, yes, that's correct.
Look no further. My name is Mitzi Hunt. I'm currently a student, but I'm great with children. And I could really use a job. These school tuitions get pretty expensive these days.
Okay, maybe. But why is Mrs. Ashworth here? Hello, Mrs. Ashworth?
Hi, Pauline. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. I haven't seen you for ages. Are you here to apply for a job as well?
No, of course not.
Oh, Susan's my auntie. She told me about the job. I was a bit shy to come and ask like this, so she offered to come along. She is my favorite auntie. Thank you so much again, Auntie Susan.
No problem, sweetie.
So, anyway, I'm starting this course on child psychology next semester, and I thought it would be useful to get some hands-on experience with little children. How old is your daughter?
She's nearly 6 months.
That's perfect. Aren't they just the cutest, most adorable little muffins when they're 6 months old?
Yes, well, you sure sound enthusiastic. Would you like to come in? Both of you?
It's okay. I'll wait.
Please come in too, Auntie Susan. I could really do with your support. You know how shy I get sometimes.
Yes, well, you'll... Okay, I'll come. You owe me.
We need to work together on this. I'll do the talking, I promise.
Fine. Just don't overdo it.
It's too late for that, Mrs. A. What a nice flat! I love the wallpaper. Very retro.
Thanks. I decorated it myself just before Alyssa was born. Please follow me. We can talk in the living room.
I'll need you to drag her away.
How the hell am I supposed to do that?
I don't know. I'm sure you can think of something.
Why don't you think of something? I told you I don't do babies. I feel so uncomfortable here. I'd gladly blend with this cheesy wallpaper that you like so much and disappear.
I know. So do I. Do you think I know anything about babies? No. But I'm trying to fake it, and so far she's buying it. Look, I need you to stay cool and come up with something that'll make her leave the room. Got it?
But that's where the problem is. I can't think of anything.
Just play it by ear, yeah?
Oh boy. Pictures. They're mostly photos of a baby. There are a couple of Pauline and her ex, his face missing on each one of them. If she wants to cut this guy out of her life so badly, why won't she just take these pictures down?
I should let you know from the start that looking after a toddler is not an easy task. They're just beginning to crawl, they're very curious, and sometimes they can cry for no apparent reason. And my Alyssa, well, she is a very noisy child. Did you have any previous experience with children?
Yes, I used to babysit my neighbour's kids.
Excellent. I know we all have to start somewhere, but it helps if you at least know the basics. I'd like to get back to work soon, you see. Just part-time for now. That's why I need someone to stay with her. I'm not going to find it easy to be apart from Alyssa, but my career has always been important to me as well. They won't wait for me forever. If I don't do this now, they'll just replace me.
Where do you work?
I'm a hotel manager. It's a very competitive industry, but I've always loved it. I miss it a lot.
Huh. So, a hotel manager, eh? That's a lot of hard work to work with. But
There just isn't enough support for working parents.
Tell me about it. If I don't get back to work in 2 weeks' time, they will cut my maternity pay in half. So I haven't really got a choice. It's either this or Alyssa and me will face the life in poverty.
wow. If we ask about her, the dad, she kind of goes, no. Oh, I won't tell you anything, so kind of pointless just to even ask.
I have a great connection with kids. I'm sure I can manage with Alyssa.
Okay, I don't doubt that. How about, would you like to hold Alyssa for a minute? We should probably see if she likes you first.
Yes, definitely. But I ought to wash my hands first.
Your hands?
My hands. I must have touched a million things on my way here. As much as I want to hold her, I just don't think it's safe, you know?
Really? What have you been touching?
Oh, you know, just ordinary things, this and that.
You look pretty clean. I'm sure it'll be okay.
Well, if you must know,
Yeah, there's a lot of options to choose from.
I hugged a homeless man outside this house.
Oh. If that's the case, then I would very much prefer that you wash your hands. I'll show you to the bathroom. Would you mind answering the door for me?
Sure, no problem.
It's probably just my friend Kate. Just let her in, please. Is that okay? The bathroom's this way. Follow me.
Your turn, Mrs. A.
Seriously.
Do something. Anything.
Fine. Make sure you scrub those dirty hands really well. I need a bit of time.
Alright, well, need a stall. Nothing useful here, just books, 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 and a few toys. The kitchen looks sparkling clean. Most of these photos show Paulina and her kid. There's also some guy on a few of them, but his face seems to be cut out on every single picture he appears on. Odd.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Are you Kate?
I've been sent by the agency.
Uh-oh.
My name is Rita Tickle. May I come in, please?
Agency? What agency?
The Happy Nanny Babysitters Agency, of course. We bring fun and professionalism into childminding at a discount price. May I come in, please?
Wait, just hang on a second.
I believe we have an appointment. It was confirmed by post. Didn't you get a letter?
Hang on, I said. Wrong address. Beat it, Four Eyes.
I'm sorry, is this flat number 8?
No, it's number 18. Now go away, or I'm calling the cops.
So, you're not looking to employ a childminder?
How do I say it so you would get it? No.
The sign says number 8. It
It's-
can't be wrong.
When I said beat it, which part did you not understand?
There must have been some kind of mix-up. I'd better call the office and find out what happened.
Phew. Yeah, you could take it anyway. You can see the position has been filled. And she was still like, wait, who took it? What's going on? But yeah. Luckily we got her to go away. Gets dark early over the side of the building. That's a big ass TV. It's bigger than my life. It's Pauline's laptop. Well, we can't do anything really with it because... yeah, we're not a tech whiz. There's lots of photos of Pauline and her ex. His face has been cut out, every single one of them. Dang, she really does not like him. And scissors? Right next to a baby? Seems she spends a lot of time cutting her child's father out of the photographs. All the dark secrets we all keep from the world. Stupid woman. Leaving baby right next to a pair of sharp scissors. Stupid woman. I can hear water running. I must hurry. They could be out any second now.
So, was it my friend at the door?
No, just some door-to-door salesman.
Well, I hope you told him to go to hell. I honestly don't know what these people are thinking.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm sure it's Kate this time. I'll let her in if you'll excuse me for a minute.
Wait! I think I've got something in my eye.
Right.
I can't touch my eye. I'll need some help to get it out.
You'll be fine. Just go back to the bathroom and use one of my cotton buds. Don't be such a baby, Mitzi.
I'm feeling really sick all of a sudden.
Oh. Do you think you're actually going to throw up?
Yes, definitely. Oh, yes.
Quickly go back to the bathroom. I don't mean to be rude, but this is a very expensive carpet.
Will you come with me? Please? What if I faint? I'm scared. Everything's just spinning around.
Can Mrs. Ashworth go with you for a change?
It's okay. I'll answer the door and let your friend in, yeah?
Well... fine. I'll put Alyssa in her bed for a minute and I'll come with you. That's why you should never hug hobos.
Never hug a hobo. Oh dear. I get the feeling I'm not gonna like who I'm gonna open the door to.
It's you? Again?
Hello. Is this flat number 8? My name is Rita Tickle, from the Happy Nanny Agency. May I come in, please?
What's the matter with you? I've told you to go away.
You are looking for a nanny, yeah?
And you are looking for a beating, yes?
I have 10 years experience and training in child discipline techniques and behavioural psychology. Also, I am known for good personal hygiene, strong work ethics, and I only take one break every 5 hours. Just to use the restroom.
Wow, I really didn't want to know that. Now, leave me alone. I'm busy.
You don't need a nanny?
For 100th time, no. I've sold my baby for organ transplants.
Oh, what? You're an evil person. You'll go to hell for doing that to your baby.
I did not know about that option.
Yeah. I've already been to hell. They don't want me there.
I did not know that was an option. She normally says, I gave my baby up for adoption, and the lady still says you go to hell. I didn't know Susan would say she gave her body for body transplants. Oh my god. Savage, Susan, savage. But hey, here's an electric meter. Let's magically switch it off. Oh, there's a cable? Oh, well,
These scissors seem sharp enough.
Let's
create some diversion. I hope this is what Mitzi had in mind.
Yeah, like Susie said, let's create a diversion.
Oh, not that again.
What happened to the lights? I'm terrified of the dark. I can't move. Oh God, can't breathe.
Calm down, it's alright. Probably just that stupid meter. It must have run out of money again. It's not even that dark.
Please, you got to do something about it. I think I'm going to faint.
Fine, just stay in my bedroom. There'll still be plenty of sunlight there at this time of the day. I'll go outside and put some money on the meter. It'll only take a minute.
Uh-huh. Excellent. And we're gonna use this laptop.
Right. Let's do it.
Is that you, Mrs. Ashworth? What happened?
No idea. Maybe it's a blackout, like in the old days.
It's probably just the meter. Let me see.
So it's not her either. What a waste of time. It's time to leave. This interview is over.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. We're done trying to take care of babies. Those drooling little bundles of joy?
I don't get it. The cable's been cut. But why would anyone do that?
I think we're going to go now. This whole power cut gave me a terrible headache.
Is that you, Mitzi? But we haven't finished yet. Have you changed your mind about the job?
No, of course not. I'm just scared of darkness. And I still feel sick, you know. Perhaps we can continue some other time.
I've had it. I'm getting a new fuse box.
Was that you, Jesse?
Yeah. How are you doing, Pauline?
Well, we need the power back. Can you do something?
Yeah, I can easily fix that. There's an electrical store that's open till late. I'll get some stuff and I'll be back before you know it.
Bear in mind it's not just the fuse box, it's the cable this time.
I'll get a new cable too, don't worry. But in the meantime, go home, find some candles and chill, yeah?
Thanks, Jesse. That's awfully nice of you.
Well, it was great seeing you, but we're going to leave now.
Hello.
Who's that?
My name is Rita Tickle.
Rita who? What the hell is going on here? Do you know this woman, Mrs. Ashworth?
I've never seen her before in all my life.
Right.
Now she'll think we are absolutely crazy.
I wouldn't worry too much. You're not exactly the most popular neighbor in the house anyway.
Thanks.
What? You don't actually care what those idiots think, do you?
No, of course not. It's just that Pauline seems all right. I'm not too proud of causing her all this trouble.
It'll get fixed soon. Look, Jesse's gone out. We can now get inside flat 7 and see what he's been up to.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
We can also cross Pauline off the list. I've searched through her internet history, and needless to say, there's nothing exciting there.
Well, with the end of Pauline, that leaves us with just 2 more suspects. And, like Mitzi said, Jesse's gone. Oop.
Now that he's gone, we can get inside.
Yes, let's do that.
I'll close my eyes and you pick that lock, Mitzi.
Okay, but no peeking.
I'd never. You've really hurt my feelings now.
Yeah. Now close them.
Keep up my baby for organ
There.
transplants.
Job done.
Jesus.
Jesus, are these...
Relax, Mrs. A. They're just Halloween masks.
Oh, good. That's good. Because I swear, if I see another bloody head...
Huh. Masks, huh? And that is required in our Cat Widow Assemble. So let's take a look. The hockey one sounded reasonable enough. Everything else sounded lame. Like, clown? Really? Clown? And the devil was just too much. But the hockey, just right. None of these look illegal. I guess he just likes plants. This one's pretty big. The speaker is massive and it's connected to Jesse's computer. Whenever you play some music, the walls just must be shaking. Yeah, it's kind of nice that two people from the same, not the same flat, on the same floor are pretty good to each other, instead of being annoyed with each other. It's Jesse's PC. Is that the infamous source of the noise? Huh. Nope. Use it. What do you have to say, Mitzi?
So, what next?
If only there was a way to power up Jesse's PC. Did you really have to cut that cable, Mrs. A?
Oh, well, crap. So, since we screwed up the power here, it's not gonna work. But Jesse's PC is plugged in here, if only we had access to a working electrical outlet. Oh, well, gosh darn, we have one.
So, who's got windows over this side of the building?
Well, Joe Davis lives right below. But I'm not going there again. I want to make that clear. I guess we could also check one flat below Joe's. I just hope the cable's long enough.
Let's find out, shall we?
Alrighty. And back to flat one we go. And hopefully the cord reaches. Let's see. Oh wait, it's in the next room. Right here. And indeed it does. Alright, that's plugged in and we can check out the computer.
Right. I should be able to use that computer now. Could you give me 5 minutes, Mrs. A?
Sure. Why not? I'll keep an eye on the door.
Alrighty, let's see if this is our man or not.
It's not him either. God damn it!
Well, that leaves us with only one option, Brian, but is he really the one we're looking for? Let's double check to make sure, while also having a little fun with it. And after doing everything, we should have all the supplies we need. And to make, we have everything we need to make the cat widow. Oh, let's see the dress, please. Black is my color. I like it so much better now. And hang that back up. Excuse me, hang that back up, please. And let's cut it. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, distance is a thing. You gotta be mindful.
We need to make some adjustments. Now this is a dress worthy of the cat widow.
Why don't you admit it was too small for you?
Ha ha bloody ha. Why don't you just shut up? Whoever wore this dress probably hadn't eaten in years. You'd struggle to get a skeleton into it.
Okay, so what do we need?
Well, basically, we need 3 things.
Oh, whoops. Whoops.
Red paint. There's a tin here. We could use that.
We're gonna get the dress.
The costume's complete.
Yep, we're nearly ready.
This mask I took from Jessie's flat will do the job nicely.
Yeah, okay, I thought I had to pick up the dress, but no. Don't need to. Darn it, use it on the paint, please. Oh. Take it.
This is it. We've got all we need.
Great! Are you going to tell me about the cat widow now?
Yes, it's story time, Mitzi. The legend says there was once a bad man who hated cats. He hated his neighbours too, and his job. And when it rained, he'd curse and smash things. He hated his bald head and his weak, ugly body. He probably hated himself the most, although he would never admit it.
I think I see where this is going.
One day, out of pure hatred for the whole world and everything that lives, he captured a family of cats and drowned them all in the river. That day, the sun turned black and all the birds went silent as the 6 kittens struggled for life. But trapped in a strong canvas bag, they never had a chance. They all died that day. All but one. The mother cat, in a desperate fight to set herself free, by pure luck, clawed her way out of the bag and swam to the shore. She lost everything that day. Her beautiful children and her proud husband. Her heart crashed into pieces as she watched their limp dead bodies stolen by the current. Running after them, she followed them for days, for as long as she could. Then, eventually, she lost sight of them. She stayed on the bank of the river for a while. The world stopped turning for her, her eyes empty and blind. And then, one day, she slowly slid down the bank and into the cold, dark water. She gave in to it. She let the river take her away too, cover her mouth, her ears, her eyes. But as the water filled her lungs, and she started slipping into darkness, there was another strange feeling that burst in her mind like a ball of flames. Anger, rage even. Her last craving, before she drowned, was for revenge. For blood, And so she returned, reborn and changed. A cat widow, veiled in black, mistress of the cats. Her body of a young woman, but her eyes of a cat. And her face, white, rotten, face of a corpse. Those who saw it rarely lived to tell the tale. She would get her revenge on all cat killers and cat torturers. But there was someone she had to see first. Someone special. Someone she really hated the most. As the evening came, it was strangely quiet in the man's flat. As he lived alone, he usually liked to fill the silence with the sound of radio or TV shows. But that night, he switched them all off, feeling anxious and tired after work.
So here we are in Brian's flat.
He tried to sleep, but couldn't. And for once, there wasn't anyone there he could blame for it. As he stared through the window, he kept thinking about how much he hated that view. He liked it once, a long time ago, when his wife was still there and they were happy together. Suddenly, he heard knocking on the door. Some part of him was glad, because that meant he could take it out on whoever decided to bother him.
Music's really good, by the way. It's so good.
There was nobody there. He almost felt disappointed. But before he turned to walk away, he suddenly noticed something down the hall.
So, we can make up the story, but you normally want to tell it as accurate as possible, because if you get it wrong, Mitzi will call bullshit, and you'll have to retell it the correct way.
On a nearby wall, there was a giant shadow of a cat. He stopped again. He couldn't believe his eyes. Someone wrote "Cat Killer" on his door. He had a passion for trains. Although he hated being a train driver, he had always enjoyed watching them move. But now, his train model was moving all on its own. He was absolutely certain he'd left it switched off. And yet, there it was, running at crazy speed. Remote control missing. Something was seriously wrong. And that something had entered his home now too. He hoped he was just imagining things, tired as he was. But there was another surprise waiting for him in his bedroom. "Cat Widow is here," was written all over the wall. As in a dream, he went to the kitchen to get a drink. There was no water. He knew there were valves in the basement that turned it off, but no one's been down there for years. He felt sick. None of this made any sense. And yet, deep down, he knew what he did to the cats was wrong. There was a part of him that almost wanted to be punished. the part he tried so hard to hide. He thought he'd heard something in the corridor. Was there someone there with him? His head was spinning. He felt ambushed, trapped, like an animal. He had to get out of there. Getting really scared now, he decided to call the police. His phone was of no use. The SIM card had been removed, and that wasn't even the worst part. There was a photo of a black cat set as screensaver. He remembered this cat. He'd watched that strange pest control man put it in a cage and into his van. He'd looked at it through the window for a while, then pulled the curtains and went to bed. He stopped, paralyzed. He'd heard something right in front of him. A whisper. More like a purr. She was there, in the dark corner of his living room, waiting. Black veil covering that pale, dead face. And yet, he could almost feel Cat Widow's eyes piercing through him. She came closer, like a ghost, and swiftly removed the veil. She came back for him, to take him to the river, to make him pay for what he'd done. As he looked into her eyes, he could feel the world spinning around him. His knees go weak, his pants suddenly wet around his crotch. As much as he hated life, he didn't want to die either. Inside, he was just a big, stinking coward. And then he fainted. Did you see his face? I knew he'd fall for this.
Yeah, we scared the living shit out of him. Now that's teamwork. Are you sure he won't know it was you, though?
Oh, he probably will, once he's had time to think about what happened. But he's too proud to ever admit he's been beaten by a woman. I know him just about enough to know that.
Let's hope so. I don't want you to get in trouble because of me.
No. That was something I had to do for myself.
Yeah.
And I feel much better for it.
We do too.
The only problem now is that we still haven't found Eye of Adam. Because it definitely isn't Brian. I've searched through his laptop and all I found was a load of porn.
Let's cross him off the list.
Well, crap. That's everybody.
Well, that means we've checked everyone. We've hit a brick wall. Perhaps I was wrong. Maybe he doesn't live here at all.
I think we need to sleep on it. And we might get some more ideas in the morning. Shall we head back home?
Yeah, I do feel tired. You're right, we need some sleep. Really wish there was an elevator in this building. What's that? A note? What does it say, Mrs. A?
You will not believe it. Meet me at midnight, both of you. I will wait. Flat 5. Door will be open. Do not fear. Eye of Adam.
What?
Flat 5. That's the old guy. Can't be. It can't be him.
I guess we'll find out. At midnight. We've got a few hours until then. Let's get some coffee.
And with that, that's the end of this chapter. I am Tara the Fox. You are the viewer. And I will see you next time.
It's just you and me, my love. No one will find us here. Stop worrying, Ivy. It will be all right. I will always love you. You know that. I'm gonna make you all better.